And for the third time in a row on this test, we have been asked to put things into order, one thing at a time. I've got a diagram. We've got rules. S is third or fourth, W is immediately before Z, and R and V cannot be next to each other in any order, hence the little handle, right? No rules about T. Let's answer some questions. Question 12, an acceptable sequence. Well, only one sequence here doesn't break any rules. Answer choice A, W has to be right before Z. Answer choice A separates them. Get rid of it. Answer choice B has R and V right next to each other. That's not acceptable. Get rid of that. Answer choice C tries to put S fifth. That's not acceptable. Get rid of that. Answer choice E tries to put V and R next to each other. Again, unacceptable, leaving only answer choice D. It is acceptable. Question 13. If the tunnel's first, what has to be true? Well, the tunnel doesn't tell me about anything, right? So one way we could start is by saying S has to be third or fourth. That's our first rule. Third or fourth. Now, if she's third, we've got to have W and Z next to each other, so they're back there somewhere. And then we'll be splitting up R and V. So one of them's there and the other one's back there. You know, it's either WZ, RV, or RV, WZ. Don't know which order. And I don't really care because I was asked what must be true, right? All right, if we put S fourth, I can see that no matter where I put W and Z, that's going to leave R and V right on top of one another, which cannot happen. S can't be fourth. She must be third. Answer choice C. Question 14. Complete and accurate list of the positions in which a tunnel could be placed. The tunnel, we got no rules about the tunnel. The one thing that we can say about the tunnel is that it can't be in the middle. In either position. Because if you put it in the middle, S is in the other position, right? So they're 3 and 4 together. And now no matter where you put W and Z, you end up with R and V on the other side together, which cannot ever happen. So T cannot be in the middle, third or fourth. Oh, so then I guess the question is, can you actually get T sixth? And you probably see that you can. I mean, no rules about T, put T sixth. And now I've got to have W and Z someplace. I've got to have R and V separated. There's one way I could put T sixth. Question 15. If the rope bridge is second, why does the tunnel have to be first? That was 14. Now we're looking at. If the rope bridge is second, who else could be first? Not W, not Z, not S, not V. The only thing that could be first is T. Finally then, question 16. If R and V are both earlier than the tunnel. So now you've got R and V and something in between them. And then if you tried to put the tunnel immediately next, you've got at least 3 things before the tunnel. But if you did that, then R or V would be in third place and the tunnel would be in fourth place. And where's S going? So you've got R and something and V and S. And now if you tried to put T in fifth place, who's going to be last? And if you want to see it, we can see it. R and V separated before T. Where's S go? R and V and S before T. Where did W and Z go? Obviously not happening. So T has to be here. And now we've got some options, and we were asked what must be true. And the one thing that we know has to be true is that S has to be here. Because if S is here, then you've got W and Z and R and V in some order, but R and V are right next to each other. So you can't put S third. You'll have to put S there. And now we can put W and Z, and R and V are split up. Or we could switch W and Z with R, V over here. But either way, the spinning platform has to be fourth, and that finishes off this third game. So here's the deal with these free videos. They're intended to serve a very narrow purpose. For those times when you're wondering, why is that the right answer? You can just come here for a complete library and find out why it was the right answer. And I hope that you'll find that it was very instructive. Of course, the other part of the deal is that since LSAC publishes all of their tests along with test keys, that means that there's no barrier to entry for test prep. And you can hear the air quotes, I hope. Anybody can, and lots of people have, set up shop and called themselves test prep companies, and they've got the questions, they've got the answer keys, and they just try to explain to you why the right answer is right. And then they charge you money for it? That is wrong. I want to put a stop to it. I want to sweep the legs right out from under them. It is bad for you. It's bad for me too. So if you want to know what the right answer is and why the right answer is right, I want you to be able to come here and find it out for free without paying anybody for it. That's very different from what I do in the paid course. What I think has value about what I do is that I can tell you ahead of time what every question wants from you, what to expect from the right answer, how to formulate a right answer, and then how you can expect wrong answers to sound, so that you know before you ever open up a test book exactly what to expect. And all the practice videos that are part of the paid course are just me putting that theory into practice. It's just the rubber meeting the road. In other words, I'm going to show you, based on what we've done before, how we're going to react when it comes up next time. And that bit, knowing what to do the next time you see something, that I think is worth paying for. And if you agree, I'd love to have you in the course. And if not, that's fine too. Don't pay anybody to explain why right answers are right. Just watch these for free. Enjoy.